So welcome back guys to a brand new video. Now today we are going to be going through the big reveal that wildcard did give us for Genesis Part 2. Lots of people said to me on Twitter that they missed a lot of stuff, and even I did from this reveal. So we're going to be doing a little bit of a breakdown in today's video of the new stuff and going through some cool things for Genesis Part 2. Now, I know a lot of people are frustrated right now because Genesis got delayed an extra week until June 2nd, and it was obviously meant to be coming out May 26th. But one positive that we can look at it is that the fact that in the past, Wildcard have like set a date and then they've released it just on the PC, and then the other platforms have to wait like an extra month or something. So it's quite nice with this delay that all platforms will be enjoying it on the same day. It's such more of an enjoyable content drop. Now, I know there's a lot of frustrated people because you took time off work and booked the date and you didn't expect a delay because there was only a week to go. So I can imagine how frustrated that is. But, you know, that's just a problem sometimes when obviously Wildcard do an ETA. It just sometimes, well, most of the time doesn't come exactly on that day. But I know for sure this DLC is going to be worth it. So if you guys do get all the information you need to know about ARK Genesis Part 2, smash that like button, subscribe if you're new around here. We're nearly at 195,000 subscribers, which is crazy because we only be 5k off 200,000. I can't even believe I'm saying that. So thank you guys so much for the support. Let's get in with the video, and obviously I'm not really going to go through much of this. It's just the main reveal. We're going to be going through some of the pictures and stuff, which is Genesis Part 2, art, music, and June 2nd delay. So there was a main theme tune to Genesis Part 2 that has been announced. You can go watch it on YouTube. I did show it in my last video if you want to go and have a little listen in yesterday's video about the delay. And they just go on about how they really wanted to make a fitting story conclusion for ARK over the past 6 years and stuff, that players will feel like it's been worth it. And they obviously go on to talk about how the last year and a half has been tough because they've been working from home and it's not the same as working in the office. But finally they're getting back into that and stuff like that. But yeah, and that's pretty much what they say here about the delay. But they did show us a cool teaser of the Astradelphis, aka the Space Dolphin, and they showed us some stuff, as you can see, of the tech wingsuit that you will see in this photo. I am really excited to check out the Astradelphis. Apparently it's going to be like a flying spaceship, but that is what we'll see a little bit more in this photo. So this is what is the main theme for Genesis Part 2, and there's a lot of things that people have actually missed on it. The first thing that we're going to have a look at is the Astradelphis. So this is the flying space dolphin that will be able to fly through space and has its flying tech suit, as I said, like that. And when you do tricks and flicks and whatever stuff like that, you gain speed as you go through the skies, which is absolutely fantastic. Also, it can fire rockets off of it and lasers, which is going to be very powerful, and I cannot wait to have some battles with this in the sky. Now, obviously, you'll be able to see just in the corner there is a little teaser of the Striders here, which is very nice indeed. The one thing that I can't actually work out is what this is. I don't know if this is another Astradelphis in the sky, but it looks a lot smaller and it has its tech wing. But I think it is just the Astradelphis with the tech wing costume. And we're going to see if we can see any like laser rockets coming off of it. Maybe that's where you shoot from, but it looks very, very nice. Now, next to the survivors here is the Mei Wing. Now, the Mei Wing is a lot bigger than everyone expected. Like, I know, like, I mean, when we first saw it, we all thought this was going to be a mount that you would like, or like, not a mount, but like a pet that you would put on your shoulder. But it turns out it's going to be quite a huge creature. It's going to be swooping in and you're going to be able to fly on it to steal obviously newborn dinos in the game and take them for obviously yourself. Now, this is the minigun as well, and it can overheat when firing too much. Very similar to Halo, if you guys played Halo, and you can get better accuracy if you do place it down, and obviously it's easier to shoot, or you can pick it up and just fire at will, which will probably be best when fighting Rockwell. Now, you can see a Noglin down here. We've seen quite a few reveals on the Noglin, so there's nothing really that different there. But we move across here, we can see the first tech bow in action using the electric lightning bolt against the Shadow Mane, which one thing we can see with the Shadow Mane is it seems to have some very, very strange, like sort of murky purple like dust coming off of it, which I think is probably going to be like a form of element on the Shadow Mane and stuff like that. But the survivor down there that the Shadow Mane's about to jump on and probably eat, depending on how powerful the tech pistol turns out to be. He has got it in stun mode, which is very, very nice. And I just want to know how powerful stun mode is going to be. If it's going to knock something out or whether you're going to have to shoot it quite a few times. That is what we'll find out later into the DLC. Now, another thing over here. We have the exomech in action compared to the survivors. Now, on the ground, as you can see, the exomech is actually being attacked by some sort of plants on the ground. Now, I was hoping we would see a little bit more of the carniflora in this post, which is obviously the big, like, crazy plant that's going to be able to try and grab you out of anywhere. But we do see the summoner. Now, the summoner is meant to be a guard of Rockwell, and there's one right here next to Rockwell fighting the exomech, and by the looks of things, these things might be quite big because that is the size of one of the summoners attacking an exomech, which is very, very interesting. Now, yeah, obviously Rockwell is fighting some survivors here on the new hoverwing, which is the new sort of mode of transport. You can have 2 survivors on here and you can fly around in the sky on these crazy hoverwings, and you can do tricks and spins similar to Astradelphis to gain extra speed. And just next to the hoverwing, we have the voidwyrm. Now, this is meant to be a similar to the tech wyvern. It actually looks a lot cooler than I expected, guys. And it's obviously firing out some form of laser, frost type attack. I don't know. And I think it's firing out Rockwell's tail. But yeah, it'll be nice if we can tame these up and see how powerful they are in game. Now, something that some people may have missed is in the background, not only is there another sneaky Noglin, like just popping its head over there, but there is a Carno. Now, if we can try and zoom in, I'm not sure if you guys are going to be able to see it or not, because it's obviously not the best quality, but it is actually a special variant of the Carno. So it's got its own, it's like a blue color. So it's the kind of like element infused Carno, which I think will look so cool in game. I cannot wait to have a little look at that Carno a lot more. And if we come up here, away from the Carno, you can see from what I'm thinking is more summoners. So I don't know whether they're going to be hunting in packs or not. I really hope they're not. If you're showing me one summoner right here on the screen, and then there's all of these flying towards us, there's no chance if you're just going to be spawning in. But I'm sure the summoners are going to be something more to do with when you're fighting Rockwell, the end boss, / David Tennant in the battle. Now, again, in the background, we keep seeing these new tree plant things. Now, I don't know if they've got anything poisonous about them. We've seen that they're like sort of dripping with some weird goo. I don't even know in some other things. But these are these trees. There's another one up here by the summoner. You know, I think there's going to be something a little bit more to those trees. And then, apart from that, we've just got the Halo Ring that we talk about with different biomes. And I really am trying to work out, guys, how this whole ship is going to work. Because if there's the ring there, and there's like more biomes, do we walk in? And I hope we don't teleport in. I'm hoping that the whole map is just completely playable. And I know they did mention that that's what they were going to be keeping it to. But I just hope there's no teleporting like Genesis Part 1. As much as Genesis Part 1 was a cool idea, it's just not something that I think the community enjoyed as much. Now, in the background, again, more plants a little bit up close, and so you have to like zoom in so much, but there is a form of plant which I think one of these could be the carniflora, because you can kind of see some teeth coming out of them on this one, and there's a yellow plant there. So I think the one thing about Genesis Part 2 that you have to prepare yourself for is the fact that anything can jump out on you at any point, and that's going to be one of the, you know, scariest things about the DLC. But can you believe, guys, sitting back now, staring at this, that this is the final DLC for ARK Survival Evolved 1. And can I say, what an amazing 6 years it has been for this game. I mean, it's crazy, as I always mention, that I made my first video when I was 16 and now I'm 22, so time has flown, but I am so ready for this final DLC. Going to be making crazy content for you guys, moving in from this as well into ARK 2. Now, another interesting thing you might want to know before this video does end is another reason why they delayed the DLC is because the 2nd of June is actually just in time for the 6th anniversary of ARK, where they do an event. So there's a big chance that we might be kicking off Genesis Part 2 with an Evo event, which is very interesting. But thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you did enjoy. As always, if you do, smash that like button and subscribe if you're new around here. And I'm just going to be releasing as much content as I can to you guys that wildcard releases building up to Genesis. See you guys later. Hope you did enjoy. Smash that like button, subscribe. Goodbye.
Welcome, survivor. Enjoy the view. You see before you the pinnacle of mankind's ingenuity. All of humanity's hopes and dreams carefully nestled within this lifeboat. Each of its shining rings are laden with miracles of science and nature. A paradise where the boundary between the biological and technological has been all but erased. And now all of it is mine. I control this vessel now. I command its evolution, and very soon, its destination. From there, my will shall spread across the cosmos forever, infinite and undying. And there's nothing you or that witless puppet, that shadow of her, can do to stop me. I have already set my designs in motion. Our future awaits, survivor.